all of all ages. You know, Monk Guy.
This guy right here.
That guy right there.
This guy right here.
That guy right there. I'm, of course, your good friend, Cut the Plastic. And here's our new friend, Mitchell. Mitchell and Monk Guy and I have been hanging out. Hello, Lady D Miss Free. We've been hanging out here, just talking and getting to know. There are wasps in our midst, just flying and
It's not a
hanging
wasp,
around.
it's a hornet.
A hornet?
No, I'm just kidding. It's a wasp.
Oh, okay.
There's a difference.
Looks like a yellow jacket, quite honestly.
It looks like it, but I don't think it is because the bands are too fucking thin.
Okay.
I'm actually being serious about that. I could be wrong. I don't know too much about bugs,
All right.
but those bands do look pretty thin for it to be a yellow jacket.
All right. Well, that's good because I'm more allergic to those than anything else. And I'm not going to express fear hormones or anything. Pheromones coming out of me.
Doing it. I can smell
I
it.
can smell it. Anyway, we want to talk about.
You're a good girl.
Aw, aren't you beautiful? Let's talk about van life, huh? What's van life like when you have no fault of your own automobile accident, where you're driving a motorcycle less than the speed limit, where police officers do a radar gun on you seconds before you're hit by a driver who's not paying attention? When you're flown 100 feet through the air, have to learn how to physically walk again, and then end up living in a vehicle because even though you fully qualify for the highest level of Medicare benefits with long-term care housing, with in-home assistance, with the people to assist with your daily activities of living, making sure that you are able to attend appointments or that your house care needs are taken care of for, assisted for, because you're damaged physically and permanently for the rest of your life to no fault of your own. When your helmet flies off of your head and lands 100 or more yards away from where you are, you have a permanent traumatic brain injury. And yet you find yourself living in the streets in a vehicle because you can't get a coordinator to assist you with the daily activities of living, to find housing, right? To make sure that you have somebody that's walking you through the steps of navigating application processes for 100% funded care. This is Mitch. Did I get it right?
Yeah, pretty spot on. I mean, it's actually the highest level of Medicaid services, but I am on Medicare as well.
Okay.
I should be getting treatment, and I'm not. It's hard. I've been fighting. It's it's tough to hear it from somebody else to simplify it like that, because it's just been a long ride. Luckily, I think I might have run into some good people that are gonna get me on the right track and figure out how to navigate this crazy system.
Yeah, that's our goal. So, tell us what van life's been like.
Uh, if I was healthy, it would be great, man. I'm not gonna lie, it's but it's just being unhealthy and unstable. It's really hard. It's so many things you take for granted and just don't really consider until you're in that situation. And I've literally been homeless for 10 years, and I've taken a toll on you. So,
And you lived in I had a job, was or going to school, had a normal life.
yeah, college educated, great career. Um, just making a ton of money. Buying motorcycles. I was getting ready to buy I just got approved for a home loan. I was getting ready to buy my first house. Had a brand new truck and everything. I just really I worked hard and just was, living a completely different life. So it's been quite the transition. Um, but uh, yeah, it made me take another look at life that I'm I'm very thankful for. But it's really I need to get stabilized, and I need, you know.
And how long have you been trying to get services that you've qualified for?
I've worked very hard. I have documentation. It took me a few years to really even, uh, you know, I after the accident, I was still going to work in a wheelchair, and you know, doing everything I could. It took me, I don't know exactly how long. It took me a few years to even accept I had a disability, to be honest. And um, but after, it's been since 2012 for sure that I have sure documentation of trying very hard to seek out, services, and that's when I was approved for SSDI, Social Security, permanent
Okay.
disability. Um, that was after going through so many, hospital stays and whatnot.
What were you going to hospital stays for?
I mean, they would put me in a state hospital because I didn't have health insurance, and
Oh,
I
so
got fired from my job, and
and the job duties that you were doing before your injury, your brain injury, right?
yeah.
Um, what kind of requirements did you have?
I was a retail sales associate for wireless.
Okay,
So should I take this?
let's pause on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can always. It's at your convenience,
They'll
right?
leave a message. Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly. I need a break.
Yeah. So, so it's hard. Your job duties. It was hard to keep up with the focus of each of the requirements that was there with your injury.
Yeah, the symptoms of the brain injury were showing up, becoming more prevalent gradually, and so it was just like, um, and I hadn't even accepted at the time that I really had any issues. Period.
Right. But it was causing problems at work.
Yeah, it was. It was keeping me from doing my job, and so they had to fire me, just due to certain situation. Just
Yeah.
it just lit out a whole bunch of little things. They ended up adding up, and they came in and told me I was. They didn't fire me actually. They suspended me indefinitely. And
Of
so,
course, because that might be a violation
yeah,
of disability and stuff like that.
right,
So they have to have protect themselves with liabilities.
right,
But you're living in a van now for 10 years, and it's gotten to a point where even in the communities where you reside, the services that you qualified for aren't being made available to you. And you've told us that the police department, the sheriff's departments, have gotten to a point where they're even participating in this threat of force and harassment. And so the reason I wanted to go live for a little bit after we talked and got to know your story is to not only tell people about you and the situation, but because I can't do everything by myself.
right.
And so I know somebody personally who's going through a lot of things in his experiences, and he's versed in ADA. And I don't know, I do have some others that I'm working with, including a Denver City Council person who has experience in this. But we want to help you, try to apply for some housing, get some coordinator and other things. But if there's somebody out here in the Denver metro area that's maybe even got some extra space available, you said you do have some benefits. So if you had
money, I just don't have a way to manage it or think things through real well.
right,
Yeah.
so we want to get you a care possibility of even qualifying for like a what do they call them, Kyle? caregiver.
I'm qualified for that. So, you know, if there's
A person who might be interested in being a caregiver to help with to assist in the Denver metro area, managing finances, maybe walking somebody through getting housing. If you have a spot in your home that could be your, you know, like a full kitchen sublet basement or something that you might qualify for. There's a lot of processes that go involved, but it takes people willing to either assist in the process to qualify for the federal housing programs. You know, take steps, take somebody to walk through and to have that time. And those of you who watch and follow and share us on YouTube and other platforms, you know that we're building an army here. We're building a community of people that work and assist one another. So as we go out and we plan, you know, I'm going to let some things in the chats happen. You can always email me at cuttheplastic@gmail.com, and we're gonna answer those emails. We're gonna follow through on this. As you know, I'm gonna be out of town for the weekend, but I'll have some time. I don't know if there's any court on Monday morning, but if there, but I think that'd be a great opportunity for you to, if you're free, come down and meet us. You know, is your dog a service dog?
Yeah, she's a registered service dog.
Okay.
She's a very good dog. She's just very protective of me right now because I'm struggling. So
Sure. Well, we know that service dogs are handled well at the Lindsay Planning Courthouse per some retraining that they've gotten.
Thank you.
And so as I would think that should be a safe space. And you can come meet some of us and hang out with us a little bit and learn about court and just have some community to hang out with.
Great.
And meantime, people are going to share this in email and let's figure out what we can do as a community to grow our friends. And we'll just let you know, Mike, that our people here, you know, Lady D Miss Free is showing angry signs that you qualify, that you should be there. Newfie Bullet says that you're well. You know, they hope that you're well. There's a lot of people. Yeah. You know, there's about 50 people online live, but these videos get shared and they get watched around the world. And does Mitchell acting on morals, not orders? Yeah, you troll. Your shit's getting hid. Thank you for moderators for taking care of that. No, this is the thing that we know from Lucinator and Joe Cool and everybody that's here hanging out is that this is Mitchell, and we want you to know that you're supported. You're supported because this is not only just like an online community, but they see and they're learning to share and they're adding to this value that we have of a real community here in Denver. Right?
Another good place for community is every Sunday on the 16th Street Mall. We feed the homeless.
I've seen that.
So
Yeah.
you go there, get some fucking food, and then you get to meet some other people.
Yeah, hang out.
Doing great down there. Thank you.
Right? Come be part of the community. Right? And that's definitely the message that I'm trying to share with you, is that you don't have to hang out in your van all alone all the time.
Sure, yeah.
You know, I'm not running to run you into our home or anything like that. There's community spaces, right? We all can have.
The world,
Yeah, you don't have to be against the world.
Yeah.
Right? We're together.
Right.
And we survive together.
Yeah.
And yes, puppies survive together too. So I'm gonna end the stream, you know.
Wait, before you end that,
Okay.
you should show the people how nature actually feels about Denver PD. Because it's weird, right? We've been sitting here this whole time, and these sticks just fell in this shape.
Do you want to take the camera?
I mean, I swear to it, guys, they just fell in this shape. I don't know how that happened. Nature's fucking weird like that. There goes your monetization for this video. Oh man, I don't know how that happened.
Nature. She has a amazing way of managing things. Aw, who's this baby? You gonna introduce us?
This is Caddy and my little disc golf caddy, frisbee golf, and
She's unleashed and neutered. Is she neutered?
she just snuck out of the van.
It's okay. Okay, good. I'm just making sure.
No, sorry, she is not.
She's not neutered. Okay, we have to make sure to be careful of that.
Yeah, very careful.
Hi, puppy baby. Yeah, but she looks like she's trained.
She's highly trained.
And
She's a cool girl. She's a good
Oh, there you go.
Oh, yeah. Puppies. What's your name again?
That's Caddy. Like
Caddy.
a golf caddy.
Caddy like a golf caddy. CADDY. Oh, I love you too. You're a good girl. Yep, I got kisses, love, and affection.
All that barking's for nothing.
All that barking's been for nothing. Yeah, back in the house. We're not gonna expose the house too much. But the reality is that, folks, Mitch has got a real life story, and this is the tragedy of errors, right? Where you shouldn't fall through the cracks in such a catastrophic way. To live in a van for 10 years, when you fully qualify, when you went from being a normal working employee, going into life, working as an associate, I'm assuming for a major cellular or technology company, right, as a sales rep. That's not a bad job, really. You can make $80,000-$100,000 a year
Making about 90.
and move up in sales and move up in the company. So you were working a real job. You had a real life. You're not bumming it, but due to the factors of struggle in the world and the things that we cannot control, one accident, one illness away from life-changing catastrophes. And so you qualify. The awards have been said, dub thee not guilty of not trying, right? And that's what they've given you all your benefits. You have the documentation, and you just can't get in. And that's ridiculous. It's asinine, and I do not accept this. So I want to, absolutely, like Kyle said, come join the community, be involved. I won't be here this weekend, but Kyle, he'll introduce you around on Sunday.
I'm there pretty much every Sunday.
And we're gonna do what we can to uplift our community and get that moving. And folks, if you got some ways to shoot me some, do you have a YouTube channel?
I don't.
Okay, well, create a channel, right? If you say you got all these videos of you being interfered with and messed with, this is a way to slowly show what your story is. And what's going to happen is that when you create the YouTube channel, and this is absolutely right, auditors, we're going to cut the plastic and clean up the trash. I know.
Thank you.
That's my thing, right?
Too, yeah.
What we're going to do is see, our people that are international, they know that they can send a message to, and we're going to put this stuff in the details. It might take me a day or so, but we'll get a web channel site. We're going to let you know what his senator or his House of Representatives person is. We're going to give you the sheriff's office that he lives in, where he's been harassed by police. And so there'll be contact information as we get it. But I want to cut this thread so that it's nice and short, concise, and that we give a clear introduction, and then we'll carry this on as we go. But this is Mitchell, and he reached out to me several times. I said, Brian, please pay attention. I want your help. And I told somebody yesterday, Kyle will attest to this. He heard me tell somebody yesterday, you called me twice, I will pay attention to you needing a job. It's that simple, right? You hit me up. You hit me up a couple times. You weren't just trolling me, but you really saying, let's talk, let's hang out, let's get to know each other. We've done that. Let's move forward in this, guys. Let's build community, and let's get Mitchell into the services that he qualifies for, and through no fault of his own deserves to have. Thank you for supporting, for sharing this, maybe even sending this to places like the Department of Human Services, and so that when we make those calls, whatever in the state that we end up making that contact for disability and qualified benefits to Medicaid, Medicare, all that, that the word starts getting into there. You said Broomfield?
Yeah, I was arrested in Federal Heights.
So Federal Heights, Broomfield area, Denver, Metro. We'll find those. Well, those are the places that we're going to be reaching. There's area service offices, because those are federal services, right? So we're going to get out to that. And we're going to come in with cameras. We're going to just let them know in advance we're coming, so that when we show up, they're ready for us. So we've got court on Monday, but I don't think we have court on Tuesday. So that means on Tuesday, we should plan to go to an agency and say hello to them. Okay? Is that quick action for you?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, you have court Tuesday? Oh, that should be pretty short. Let's try for Tuesday.
Okay.
Okay? This way, Monday I get back, we can organize everything.
All right.
Is that fair? Okay. I think it should be fun. We have auditors. We'll travel.
Calling them auditors.
Huh?
Calling them auditors. They're activists.
Oh, we have activists. We are activists, right? Yes, we are journalists. We are news crews. They use a lot of words for us. What we are truth spreaders,
Yes.
right? And this is a truth that needs to be fixed.
Yeah, I'm very passionate about just making sure that
Okay,
nobody
guys.
else goes through this.
There we go. That's it. So thank you all for joining us. Share this, please. Right now, I don't care about PayPal donations for myself unless you're sending him money, but I think he's okay right now. We got to find services. That's the issue. So what I'm asking for specifically to the 45 people that are in here, I'm going to end up this video. I'm going to end it. Please, all of you, find a Facebook, find Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, whatever it is that you're doing. Share this around a little bit. Make sure that people know about Mitch and that we're reaching some change next week. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. The clown's coming to visit. No, he does not need a haircut. All right, I'm done. Thank you, Joe Cool. Maybe a couple. We'll trim the loose ends, huh?
Yeah, just like
And thank you all for being here. Mr. Anakin, the Michael Malloy Show, Danky the Clown again, AK Twin Mommy, Lucinator, Night Owl Survival Store. Yeah.
Dude, kill your stream. The thing's ruined already.
Oh, really?
Michael Malloy Show.
Oh,
It's done.
shit. We're just going to have to cut the trolls. Kitara, why?
He's not a troll.
Oh, okay. Then why is it killed?
He's a good dude.
Oh,
It's
okay.
called busting balls, you fucking serious motherfucker.
That's it, guys. Show's over. Have a great day.
Joy kill. Joy fucking kill.